Hello and welcome to this video presented by students of software engineering of the Cundinamarca University with my partners Daniel Esteban Tique, who's me, Luis Esteban Rojas Rodriguez, Andrés Felipe Mendoza Parra, Cristian Esteban Ruiz Parra, and Brian Felipe Tamo. We're going to explain you everything you need to know about VMware. We're going to start with introduction, presented by me. And for this, we're going to explain you what is a virtual machine. A virtual machine is like a parallel dimension or a secondary operating system that can be executed into your PC. Generally, you can only execute one operating system in your PC. It could be Windows, it could be Linux, or it could be Mac. That depends of the company that produces them. But in case of Windows and Linux, you can decide which operating system you want to install. But it can be only one. You can only use one at a time. So a virtual machine is like opening the chance to use a secondary system at the same time. It's it works like this. You use your operating system, your main operating system, for example Windows, and you open your virtual machine. It could be, for example, a Linux version or a secondary Windows version. From there, you can use it as same as you would use your current operating system. You can it uses hardware, however, it uses hardware of your PC. So you must ensure that you have enough resources to sustain both operating systems, both the main operating system and the secondary operating system sustained by the virtual machine. You can run two or more virtual machines at the same time if you have the resources to do it. This is very useful for a lot of students or people who just want to explore this by curiosity. Students of, for example, cybersecurity of hacking uses them as their mainly tool for study, and mainly, for example, the Kali version of Linux, that is a distribution. Um, so yeah, so with all this information that you have to keep in mind, we're going to see now what is VMware and everything that comes in the way.
Good morning, everyone. Today I'm going to talk about Vmware and the concept of virtualization. Vmware is a company that develops virtualization software. This type of software is very important for many IT infrastructures in companies around the world. But what is virtualization? Virtualization is a technology that creates a layer between the hardware and the operating system. This allows one physical computer to be divided into several virtual machines, also called VMs. Each virtual machine can run its own operating system and work like an independent computer, even though it's using the same physical hardware. This is very useful because it helps organizations use their hardware more efficiently. It can also reduce costs and improve performance. Virtualization is also very important for cloud providers such as Amazon Web Server, IBM Cloud, Microsoft Azure, and Google Cloud. A virtual machine is basically a software-based version of a physical computer. Instead of using separate hardware from every system. Companies can use virtual machines to run programs, store information, and deploy applications. Now, let's talk a little about the history of virtual machines. The history of virtual machines goes back to 1964 when IBM developed the CP40, an experimental research project from IBM System 360. Later, it evolved into the CP67, and this helped establish the foundation of virtual machines. Then, on August 2, 1972, IBM introduced what many people consider the first true virtual machine system, the IBM 370. This was an important step in the development of virtualization technology. In Vmware, the virtual machine is the basic unit of virtualization. It's a software representation of a physical computer. The operating system that runs inside a virtual machine is called a guest operating system. In conclusion, Vmware is a key company in the field of virtualization. Virtualization helps business make better use of their hardware, save money, and run multiple systems on a single physical machine. It has become a fundamental technology in a modern computer and cloud services. Thanks for your attention.
Now we are going to talk about the difference between VMware and VirtualBox. First, performance. CPU, disks, and graphics. First, let's look at the performance. Regarding CPU and memory, VMware is more efficient at managing physical resources while VirtualBox is slightly less optimized. In terms on disk I/O, VMware is faster because it uses the VMDK format, which is highly efficient. For graphics, VMware takes the lead with its modern integrated graphics drivers, whereas VirtualBox graphics performance is more basic. Second, security and isolation. Now let's talk about security. Both platforms are very robust. They
Continue
both
with the
offer VM
presentation and
insulation,
let's look
meaning
the
each virtual machine
features
runs in its
of
own
VMware.
environment. This
The
prevents
first is
threats from
the
spreading to other
learning
VMs or the host
defects.
system,
It is
so all
easy to
computers.
install.
They also
It
provide
works very
encryption
fast
features
and
to
it
protect
helps
sensitive
your
data on
virtual
your virtual
machine
box.
run with great performance.
Finally, both companies
The
release
second,
frequent
we
security
have
updates to
a
protect
security.
users
Three,
against new threats.
this protects your data from many turns
Section 3,
and keeps
Community
your
and
virtual
Support.
network
Lastly, let's
safe
compare their
and
support
isolated.
models.
And three,
VirtualBox has a
number two,
huge
it
community.
is
This makes it very
hybrid
easy to find
already.
solutions and tutorials
This helps
online
you
for free.
modernize your
VMware,
systems
on the other
and make
hand,
it
offers
easy
professional dedicated support for
chapters
its customers
to
who use their paid
manage
plans.
your hardware.
And that is all. Thank
Finally,
you for your
VMware is
attention.
a therapy best. This is
I said
very
it thoroughly, right?
reliably and
In this
perfect
video,
for
I'll show
important
you
work
how to
and
install Vmware
sensitive
Workstation
information.
Pro and set up a Kali Linux virtual machine step by step. To install Vmware, the first step is to visit the Broadcom website and select the registration option. If you already have an account, select the option to go to the portal. On Start expand the list located at the top next to your account name and select the Vmware Cloud Foundation option. Next, go to the My Downloads section and click on the text that says Free Software Downloads Available here. On Start, type Vmware Work into the search bar. Vmware Workstation Pro will appear. Click on it to proceed. Once inside, you only need to select the version. 7.0 is recommended, and the operating system for which you want to install the program. After clicking on the version you wish to install, you will be directed to the download page. There you must open the terms and conditions to accept them so that the system allows you to download the program. Once downloaded, open the installer and click Next until you reach the Install section. In my case, upgrade appears because I already have it installed. With this, the Vmware installation is complete. Search for Kali Linux in your browser, select Head Kali, and download the pre-built machine. Finally, in Vmware, select Open a virtual machine and choose the downloaded file.